Yo, 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 back again with some Wukong. Just got off a session on Silent Hill 4, and I think it's nice to be back into an action game. Silent Hill 4 is extremely oppressive, even though it's not as dark as the other games, but first person makes it a little nerve-wracking. Either way, I say we get right into it. Let's smash some heads. Yeah, this should do it, I think. Oh yeah, this game is weird. There we go. For some reason, yeah, it doesn't matter. Either way, it's good to be back. So now we're on a brand new chapter. This chapter is cool. I like this chapter. Some of the parts in this chapter are a little annoying, and other parts are really cool. Oh, wow. Ah, yes, it feels so good. See, Silent Hill is all about making you feel powerless and alone in like some desolate place full of monsters, whereas this game is all about making you feel like a badass who just kicks ass everywhere he goes. It's kind of an interesting dichotomy, and it feels good to get out of that desolate place and into somewhere a little more vibrant. Oh no, not the arrow. Guys, you bastard. So they said they were gonna add DLC to this game. I wonder what they might do to it, right? Are they gonna have different characters? Are you gonna play Wukong? Are you gonna be able to go to the the Celestial Palace and fight all the big boys? Bowl sergeant, neath fiery peaks and robes so fine, gauting jade doors with gold's radiant shine, tangled in those worldly gains, or splendor fades like dust, it wanes. I'm not entirely sure if that fire spreads out at all. Actually, I think I should do... Yeah, that's good. Now it feels like we're in war all of a sudden. Oh? The bull soldier, strong of body, skilled in fight, shield and spear, a valorous sight, heart ablaze with fervent zeal, love's disdain, the pain he feels. Oh! Oh, oh. Okay. Ouch. Oh my gosh, dude. We're just getting ganked spanked right now. Yeah, fight each other. Let me and the axe stalwart fight. Aw. Oh, dude, this arrow guy's cucking him. Oh, shit. Okay. You gotta go. You gotta go, bro. What's up, bro?
Lad, it can't be you. I thought you were one of them. Well, what happened to me? The vanguard of the Bull King is relieved you're unharmed.
Excellent.
Consider yourself lucky. I knew of you long ago. The thing you seek, the king must know about it.
Okay.
Nowhere. The whole mountain was infested with those stinking corpses. Some coffin carts blocked all the passes up, burning everything in their path. You seem clever. How about you find a way to destroy them, eh?
Sure.
They're called Five-Element Carts, an evil and powerful invention of the King's son. I'm afraid they're not only guarding the passes. Trust me, there's more to it.
That's interesting.
Got to hold my ground at the entrance for a while. Can't imagine the chaos without me. They're called Five...
Okay. So I didn't realize that they were body carts. That makes it all darker, doesn't it? Oh, look. Give me your treasure. Nice. Can craft armor with that, I think. Okay, that's everything there. What about over here? Can't jump up there. I saw a little passageway over here. So the king's son made 5-element carts made out of body carts. I wonder if he harnessed like the undead energy or remnant energy to create them. Either way you look at it, it involves like death essence to make it, right? What do I know? I'm not exactly a scientist on ancient Chinese mythology. I do know a lot of it makes sense logically. It's just that sometimes there's different mechanics to these things that are unexpected, but when it's explained, it usually makes logical sense. We'll go up this way, right? Thing really does look menacing, doesn't it? Yeah, before we fight you, we're gonna get this shrine set up, yeah? Ooh, that did damage. You just gonna stand there, bro? Okay. That hit hard. This is kind of awkward. He's just like unable to turn around. Hey, I'm fine with this. Okay. 5 carts align with 5 elements 5. From their fusion, fiery life does thrive. Beast heads roar as they swiftly race. Fire wheels east and west the path they trace. At Flaming Mountains, Red Boy was about to celebrate his 100th birthday. He was in high spirits and asked the keeper, "My birthday is coming soon. Can I go out to play for a while?" The keeper replied, "As your father instructed when he ordered me to watch over you, I must ensure you focus on your practice. You cannot go out at will." The Red Boy argued, "I have already mastered the Samadhi fire. Can't I just take a break for a few days?" As he spoke, he punched his nose, releasing a burst of flames. The keeper shook his head. "You were taught the Samadhi fire so that you could use it to refine your inner core. Spitting fire carelessly such as that dissipates your ki and is nothing more than a trivial trick." He continued, "The liver corresponds to wood, which generates fire. The heart corresponds to fire, which generates earth. The spleen corresponds to earth, which generates metal. The lungs correspond to metal, which generates water. The kidneys correspond to water, which generates wood. The 5 elements generate each other in a continuous cycle. With the Samadhi fire, you should use it to refine your energy of your 5 organs." Growing impatient, the Red Boy said, "Enough. I understand. I'll go back to my practice." On his birthday, the Bull King hosted a grand banquet in the mountains, inviting many friends to celebrate. Red Boy ordered some minions to bring out 5 small carts. The minions arranged the carts according to the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Red Boy approached them reciting an incantation and spat out fire from his mouth. While thick smoke erupted from his nose, flames burst forth from his eyes, and fire surged from the 5 carts. After several bursts, the red flames blazed into the sky. The keeper was displeased, feeling that Red Boy was too playful and overly interested in trivial tricks. He feared that the boy might waste his potential in the days to come. However, the Bull King was very pleased. To him, although Red Boy was not engaged in deep practice, he already understood how to employ his skills to create useful tools, which showed great ingenuity. He immediately ordered the creation of 5 larger war carts for his son. From then on, the 5-element carts became Red Boy's companions in his practice. Within 100 years, these carts, imbued with his Samadhi fire, gained sentience and became formidable guys in the Flaming Mountains. Isn't that interesting? Anything can gain sentience in this world if there's enough energy around it and enough I don't know, essence. What would be the word? Like emotion. So he practiced with them a lot. So I guess his Samadhi fire kind of gave them like sentience. I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of that. That sounds a little complicated. Very curious. You know, actually, I wanted to do something. I wanted to fight the Longs. Let's fight the Longs, bro. I believe the first Long is over here. Yeah. It's over by the waterfall, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's by the waterfall, if I remember correctly. Oh, we haven't been back here in a long while. Let's see how we do against these minions. They didn't even take more than one attack. I kind of feel bad. I'm like bullying them. My master always said not to bully the weak. But what can I say? They just keep coming out.
For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they govern roam free? For what deed must all matter not turn out to be? For what deed must mercy's hand so woe upon thee? For what deed must the Red One into the woods flee? Smoke rises high from wood afire. Hit the back, let the beasts respire. As in mist, thunders conspire.
Interesting. A little poem for us, eh? Badass. I love this kind of shit, bro. Here we are. Little dragon thought he could hide from us, huh? There will be no hiding from me. So is this a remnant or just an entirely different realm? What do you think? I don't know. Would you call this a remnant? Ouch. Okay. Oh. Sip, 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 sip. Okay, what a pushover. I am disappointed in your skills. Ooh, a mine core. And a spark. The long pearl. The Thundertail. Veiled in clouds and mist at rest, this long tail conjures thunder and lightning. With its every move, its purpose lingers in mystery, likely to unfold in times ahead. The Boshan sensor grants considerable damage reduction when gourd use is depleted. Incense's sweet aroma, prayers ascend. Longevity's blessing, sufferings end. The Kangjin staff. Oh, it unlocked a new staff for us. Considerably increases the damage dealt by all pillar stance moves. Ugh, pillar stance. Get it out of our face. Okay. I wanted to see. Well, first things first. Take a look at all this. Oh shit, we got all of the sisters' portraits, but I'm not going to read all of them. I'm sure it's very interesting, but... Smoke rises high from wood afire. Hit the back, let the beats respire. As in mist, thunders conspire. After the case of the old Long King of Jin River was settled, the Long Princesses After the case of the old Long King of Jing River was settled, the Long Princes found themselves facing an uncertain future. Following the journey west, rewards were given based on merit, but only the Long Princes awaited judgment. Heightening their anxiety, they sought out Yang Shongchen and asked him for a sign of their fortunes. The sign showed the long lives hid, not a time for action, which became a thorn in their hearts. Among them, the most concerned were the four Longs who governed the four rivers and knew well the might of those above. They took the initiative to resign, hoping to save their lives by retreating. Yet, the letters they submitted to the Celestial Court were all returned. Time flew by, and one day Yuang Shangchen sought out the four Longs. He relayed that the signs had shifted to the long lies hid, it stirs in the deep, indicating a favorable time for action. Upon hearing this, the four Longs left their underwater abode and went their separate ways to plan their next moves. The Red Long was quite astute, knowing the Black Bear Guai was greedy for treasure and had the protection of Guan Yin. He bartered all of his valuable possessions with Black Bear Guai in exchange for an ideal cave nestled in the mountains. Afterwards, he went into seclusion in a cave and slept for many years. One day, he awoke and wanted to soar up to the sky and stretch his body again, but he found that he could hardly climb the clouds. He remembered an ancient saying, when a Long wishes to ascend to the sky, it must first climb the claw wood. He wielded his thunderbolt tail to carve out a set of claw wood in the mountains to help him fly, but it was still to no avail. Red Long was unwilling to accept defeat and sought help from Black Bear Guai. Although Black Bear Guai was not good at flying, he couldn't resist the chance for profit that presented itself. He sold the Boshan sensor he had brought from Guan Yin's place to Red Long, claiming that the sensor could create clouds and smoke. He cited a passage from the ancient text to persuade Red Long. A Long cannot traverse without clouds. Red Long believed this to be true. He embedded the sensor on his back and burned his will to forcibly create smoke from it. When one sensor was not enough, he added another. Each time the sensors emitted smoke, they greatly consumed his will, yet the help they provided was very limited. Although Red Long could use it to fly again, the flight could never compare to that of the old days. He could only reside wearily among the claw woods. Alas, to think that the world harbors such vexing realities. A skill once mastered can fade with neglect. Such is the nature of all knowledge. If not applied, it withers away to nothing in the end. How lamentable. So all four Longs hid across the world, and now we are finding them in their lairs. But this is no cave. This is like an entirely new realm. But what's interesting is he said that what was it? The most interesting thing in that to me was Red Long. Yeah, the most interesting thing to me was where is it? Yeah. The letters they submitted to the Celestial Court were all returned. Following the journey of the West, rewards were given based on merit, but only the Long Princes alone awaited judgment. Yeah, so they were in trouble and scared of what they did, and so they tried to send letters to the Celestial Court, but the Celestial Court denied them, and so they were worried about retribution, so they all hid. That's interesting. I'm sure we're going to get more context the more we defeat. Oh, this is awkward. Here, I'll go back and then I should be able to go. So it seems that these bosses were tuned so that you can defeat them when you go through the level, right? Because that boss is so easy. I think I'm over leveled. See, I thought they were tuned for endgame because when I initially fought them, I fought them in order when I was doing the level. And they were pretty tough, but probably the first two are going to be pretty easy. We'll see. We'll see. Then again, I've fought all these bosses before, so maybe I just remember their movesets, at least even subconsciously. Not overtly, but subconsciously, because I only fought all these bosses once. Well, that's not true. I didn't fight them just once. I died to them quite a few times my first time through. Where's the second one? The second one is... It is... Here? Yeah, I think it's here. So I guess in future I should fight them when I'm doing the level. Yeah. Oh, I love the background music to this level. Dun 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 dun.
For what deed
Yeah.
must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they govern run? For what deed must all matters not known how to be? For what deed must mercy's hand so woe upon thee? For what deed must from streams into sands thou be? Resonant waves of love, pulsing through the night, evasive light and love.
So yeah, he's kind of saying what deed, right? I think he's kind of referencing the fact that they're all forced into hiding. Okay. Give me your soul. The spear bone. You know what I should do? I should use my vessel. Relentlessly homes in and attacks the enemy. I wonder how much damage it does. We'll have to try. Let's try it during this boss fight, right? But what deed must I hide in the sands? I think that's what he said. Unfortunately, I haven't read Journey in the West since I was very young, so I don't remember what deed they might have actually done. Let's see if I remember how to fight this guy too. Very intimidating, I will say. Okay, that was a crit. Shit. I died to that attack quite a bit when I was originally fighting him. Okay, okay. They're not entirely pushovers. That's good to know. Let's take a tiger subduing pill. This should make the fight a lot better. Now. Come, brother. Let us dance. Okay. Oh. Oh god, he got me again. If you think about it, that's a really cool attack because his he smashes the ground to the actual song of the boss fight. Really cool. Okay, let's actually hit him with the first attack this time. Oh shit. Oh, I can't jump fast enough. Oh, this works. You can jump on the rocks. Ooh, that hit. Okay. Jeez, he's pretty unpredictable. Man, I could have done a lot better. I feel like I only tanked that because I'm high level. I think it would have killed me 3 times over if I wasn't such high level. Kind of funny, you can jump on the rocks and kind of just completely avoid the attack, right? Also, this area, very interesting area. It's similar to the other Loong. It seems like an entirely different realm, doesn't it? Oh, shit. What's in here? Thunderbone. Oops. Fat finger. I'm just a little fat finger. Emitting lightning, this long bone strikes with the force of thunder. Its purpose lingers in mystery, likely to unfold in times ahead. Okay. With iron whiskers and devouring lips, twin hammers held in fierce embrace, lightning sparks powerful force and thunder's roar, he holds his place. Long had the fisherman beside the river G spoken of a black Loong, dwelling far beneath the waters in the 9 depths. Upon its neck rested a pearl of wisdom, said to grant great enlightenment to any who held it, a prize beyond the worth of gold. Many had braved the depths to find this fabled gem, yet few had been fortunate enough to return. With bitter tears, they told of the perils below, of returning with nothing to show for their trials, and worse, of facing the wrath of the fearsome Loong prince. Armed with twin hammers that summoned forth the fury of thunder, the prince could smite those before him, leaving nothing but dust. Long ages passed, yet still there were those who sought the pearl. Among the people, it whispered that when the River G burst its banks and the water rose in wrathful flood, it was surely the doing of the Long Prince. His wrath roused by the trespasses of those who sought his treasure in hopes of appeasing him, they built a grand and splendid temple, where they offered worship and tribute to the Lord of the watery depths. Then came a day when a young man arrived, clad in a midnight hue, with a necklace of moon-pale stones around his neck. He named himself a master thief with skills beyond compare. Though all cautioned him against earning the Long Prince's wrath, he paid no heed. With a single, swift dive, he set his course for the Long's palace. To his surprise, he found the palace strangely silent and empty, with no sign of the soldiers he had expected. A heavy sense of desolation hung in the air. Puzzled, he went to seek the sea treasury and saw a sturdy, tawny-skinned man sitting amid piles of chests, his brows furrowed in worry. At the sound of his approach, that man, who turned out to be Long Prince, stirred, dug a string of pearls from his chest, and tossed them on the ground. "The pearl of wisdom you seek is not mine to give," he said in a weary voice. "Take these if you must, and go." Surprised, the young man asked, "The people on the shore spoke of your fierce temper? Oh, how you strike men with your thunder or flood entire lands for the smallest slight." The Long Prince shook his head. "The flesh of mortals holds no savour for me. Think you that I am some petty Yao Guai to wreak havoc at my own whim? No, I would not dare to call forth the smallest storm save at the bidding of those higher. Idle talk, all of it. My own sire was condemned to the bite of steel for one trifling error. We Longs, though our heart are true as any, are treated with such injustice." The young man said, "I heard of the Long Night's king's plight, a grievous injustice indeed. Is it for his sake that you find yourself in such reduced circumstances?" Seeing he was no mortal, the Long Prince said, "Precisely. I have no wish to meet my end upon the long-slang terrace. I asked a fortune teller, and he said if I hide well and kill some westbound monkey, I may yet atone for my misdeeds and restore my honor." The young man pondered this. "A fortune teller, you say? It was the words of a fortune teller that led me to this place. There might be some strange design at work in this meeting of ours. Why not go with me to where I come from? It just so happens to be on the very road that leads to the west." The Long Prince was overjoyed, but the young man added, "I ask no small price. However, all the treasures in your hoard, they must be mine." Since the day of the young man's arrival, fewer and fewer were those of who sought to plumb the river's depths in search of the pearl. Later on, tools of their quest were one by one set aside, and in time the tales of the Long Prince far below and the pearl of wisdom he guarded were no longer spoken of. So the thief didn't get away, did he? He pushed his luck, I guess. I miss one here. And I miss one there. That's fine. I don't really need them. Oh, the Tridankna pendant. Slightly reduces cooldown of all spells. I have long heard that my esteemed neighbor enjoys the splendor of the Jade Palace and the Pearl Pavilion. Surely I must have some treasures to spare for me. So is this the pendant that the thief got from him, maybe? Maybe the thief got away, but he did so silently without anybody knowing. There's a deeper mystery here, and I'm really into it. This is cool. I don't know what would be better, to save them all like I did now, or to do it slowly over time. I feel like if I did it slowly over time, the overarching narrative between all the Longs would be a little harder to grasp. Because it would be like separated, and you would probably forget some of the nuances and details. Now we have to fight the guy out on the turtle. Miss Jujitsu. Make me feel like a shinobi when I do that. Nice. Anything new to craft? The Visionary Centipede Staff. Eh. The Long Wreath Staff. Oh, so now I can craft it, but it's not really that good, I'm gonna be real. Maybe it's good if you like pillar stands, but I hate the pillar stands. You know what I think the problem may be? I think the problem may be that the same thing that happened on Sekiro. So in Sekiro, I only used like 2 or 3 tools my first couple playthroughs. But then I saw a YouTube video that talked about all the tools usages, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I didn't know it was that good. And so I think the pillar stance is like that, where I just don't fully understand its uses and what would be good situations to use it in. I haven't even been using the thrust stance either. Let me see.